Alright. Welcome back for today. It's Excellent Dreams here. So we have this design here. Sonic, pretty much spinning rings. Look, I forgot one little stone right here. And I'm gonna equal space that up this way. Give it some room. Boom. Save my work. Alright. So now what I have is this Sonic design here. And I want to break this design up into a Rhinestone template so that we can make it into a shirt. So let's go ahead, and I want to see what all I have here. So all of these are supposed to be white, so let me change them to cream, make sure everything flows consistently. Boom. I like it. All of this is that tan color, so we'll choose like this color here, the topaz. Let's change all of that to topaz, because we want it to look like Sonic. There we go. And then I guess this area here, all of this yellow here, let's nudge this out, because this area right here is actually supposed to be white to match his shoes. So we'll make that area cream as well, like the rest of the white in the design. We'll nudge that back in. This is supposed to be yellow. Let's nudge that back in. Alright, everything is looking good. So we got 4 color template, because all of this purple down here is supposed to be red. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. Now we know Rhinestone Flock typically comes in 12 inches in width. So all of this blue here that represents his fur comes in at 6.124 by 10.624. We're going to combine that together. We want all of that to stay together for right now. Alright, the red, it's only the red right here in his shoes. So if we drag this over, we can see that we have one shoe right here, which actually I'm going to grab that and I'm going to turn that so that it's horizontal. Like Corel work his magic, turning it sideways. Alright, that's 4.684 inches. We're going to combine that together. And this part right here, let's go ahead and bring out our ruler, drop and place it right here, then bring another ruler and drop and place it right here. So we know we're dealing with 6.124 in width by 10.624 in height. So if we took this and we added it right here, now what do we got? We got 10.417, which is great, because it's less than 11.5. We're going to combine the other piece. We're going to place it right here. We're going to hold shift and combine it with the other piece. So now we have, on one template, we have his fur and his shoes. Let's see if we can get his hands in there. We're going to grab all of that cream. We're going to drag it out. Let's drag it out. Make a copy. I want to change the color so I can see it. Now we can see all of this cream, which is representative of cream, is 9.132 by 13.101. When we deselect it, we see we have one finger here. If we combine all of that and we turn it, we should be able to get that finger right here. Boom. Alright, let's go ahead and drop in the ruler right here. Well, it doesn't matter where we drop in the ruler at, because we know we have got it all up under 10.485 in width. So that's cool. Let me see here. I don't think I'll be able to squeeze all of this in there. Let's just grab this part and move it over here. Let's grab this whole piece. We're going to combine it Let's turn it and see if we can get it in that area right here to complete the template. No. So we'll turn it just a little bit. We'll puzzle it in right here. Right there. I think that looks good. So what are we working with now? 10,925 by 13. That's good. So we got everything in there pretty much. If we took this and turned this just a little bit like so, that'll work its magic. I don't believe I combined that, so it's trying to turn all of those circles at the same time. Let's see if we can puzzle it in right here. What do we got, y'all? 10,936 by 15,004. That's not bad. We were able to get most of that into there. Let's see if we can get this yellow in there in some type of way. Yep, I see it right now. Let's combine it all together. Let's turn it. Let's nudge it up right in here, like so. So now we have all the pieces of our rhinestone template, and it's less than 11.5 inches, but it will be cutting for 15.004 in length. So let's go ahead and put a box around that so that we can send this to our Cricut or to our Silhouette or to any other basic vinyl cutter, or any other vinyl cutter for that matter. We have our box. We have our weeding box. We're going to select everything that's in the box. Hover over it until you see the crosshair. Right click, and we're going to combine everything together. After we combine everything together, let's hold shift, click on the black, and let's center it. Alright, so we have 11.2 by 16 inches. With everything we need. And uh-oh, what's going on right here? I see all of this right here. Let's look over here and see what's going on. That is like the sock to the shoe. This shoe right here. Let's wireframe that. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, here we go right here. It's all over here in this area right here. So let's enhance the view. Let's see what's going on over here. Let's push this to the back. Okay, so we got all of those extra stones in there. I'm just going to highlight that area, and we're going to mark bottom layer of overlapping stones red. But before we can do that, we have all of these other red stones in the design. So let's select all of those red stones and change them to purple. Now let's highlight this area and mark all of the overlapping stones red. Let's place those on top by pressing this button right here. Mark the top layer of overlapping stones red. We're going to nudge those out of there. See what we got. We got practically the whole inside of that area. So I'll go back over here and let's see what's going on. Okay, I like this. We're going to fix this, and we're going to just delete those red, because I think this is easier to work with than those reds look. We're going to populate a few stones here. Bink. Stone here. Bink. Stone here. Bink. And we're almost done, folks. We're going to populate a stone here. Bink. We're going to grab all of these stones in equal space. Yada. I think we're good. I think that looks good. Let's delete all of these stones over here. Remember, because we nudged them out, so we got to delete those red ones. We don't need those anymore. Now, let's break this apart. We're going to grab just that section. Boom. Delete that section. And delete this part. And delete this part. And these stones here. Boom. So let's just go in there and grab just that section. How do we do that though? We're going to select all of the cream stones. We're going to nudge those up. We're going to change the color so we can see them. I'm going to grab my freehand pick tool and I'm just going to select just that area. Boom. I'm going to drag that area right back down to where we need it. Down in here. We're going to combine them and turn them just a bit so we can fit them in there. Like so. Let's get it back up in there. Let's turn it a little bit more because we need a little more turn. Turn up, turn up. Alright, let's get it in there. Boom. We're going to hold shift. No, we're not going to hold shift because all of these are deselected now. So let's highlight the whole thing again. Making sure you do not highlight the black. So we started from right here to where the black box is not inside of our selection. Let's just combine all of these together. Boom. Bing bong. We're going to select all of this same color and I like to just nudge it back in there and let's save our work. So now that we have all of the rhinestone pieces on one template, what we want to do is we want to size this template up. We want to click on it. And it is 11.2 by 16 inches. 11.2 times 16 inches. Alright, I like to add a bold on that so I can see it better. And then I like to center it. Bring it up just a little bit. And we're going to name this as the stone group. So this is our guide that we're putting together for ourselves. Stone group, and of course center that as well. Let's take all of these blue stones, hold shift, and then we're going to trim right here. I'm going to trim that through the black. So let's just grab that, the stone group, and the size dimensions, and we're going to slide this over, right click and make a copy. Let's delete the stone group, the circles out of the inside. There we have our rhinestone template. I like to right click. Check this out. When you click on it, as you can see, you can't really see the rhinestone template right here. That's because it still has an outline on it. So if we click on it and right click on this X here, gets rid of that outline. Now you can really see the rhinestone template. And it's ready to be cut. So let's name this the stone ungroup. Of course, I like to center it as well. Whoa, come on. Mouse is so sensitive. Double click here. UN. Hit here. Hold shift. Click there. Press C. Okay. Now let's click on the blue and let's resize it. 10.925. Click here. Click back on the blue. It gives you the 15.036. Like to hold shift, click on the blue and center it. Control S, let's save our work. So we only have one rhinestone template. We have it grouped and the stone ungrouped. So however you may like to receive it, it is stone group or stone ungroup for those people that have silhouette cutters. Alright, next what I like to do is I like to start another page just so that I can separate the stones from the vinyl or the DTF or the sublimation. So we're going to control group all of this together, then control C, copy it, go to page 2. After it copies it, of course, go to page 2. Once we're on page 2, we're going to paste it onto page 2, like so. Control V. After you paste it, you want to remember to ungroup it. So Control U to ungroup. Let's deselect. Select one stone, select all the same size, and let's nudge it over. So now we have all the stones off to the side here. We can highlight, we can select Sonic again. Let's Control G, Control C. Come back to page 1. Alright. Let's go. Just waiting for it to. Alright, so we're back on page 1. We're going to Control V, and it's going to paste it right over the other one. As you can see, it's still selected. Let's hover over the crosshair. Control and drag it. No, not Control. Let's click on it and just drag it over. Boom. Bada boom. There we have it. Now we have our Sonic for print and cut, or sublimation, or DTF, or we're just going to name this the vinyl group, because this can be cut out in vinyl. So for the parts that you may want to cut out in vinyl, let's name this the vinyl group. Let's hold shift, select this black, and center it. Let's grab the size dimensions. Let's highlight the whole thing, and it's 10.236. Deselect it. Select it again so we can get the other half, and it's 15.351. I like to hold shift here and center it. Control F, save our work. So now we have the stone group, stone ungroup, and then the vinyl group. And of course we can slide this down here. Well, actually, let's grab all of this. We're going to group it together. I grouped it together by pressing Control G. I'm going to grab it and place it right down here. Press Shift. Select the black box, and let's center all of that together. Now we can ungroup all of this because we don't want it grouped. We got our vinyl group over here. I'm going to drag this over here, like so. I'm going to drag it down and make a copy. We're going to name this DTF sublimation. Click on the pick tool, hold shift, click on this black and center it. So whether you cut it out in vinyl and piece it together, or whether you print it, come on man, or whether you print it in DTF or sublimation, the size that you want it to be on the shirt is 10.236 by 15.351. So let's save our work here. So these are all the parts that we pretty much need to make this design happen. It seems like I have a copy of all of these stones over here, so I don't even need those. Let's delete those. Oh no, let's not delete those. Let's undo that, because if we go to page 2, Sonic should not have any rhinestones. Exactly. So we need to highlight all of those and nudge those back over. That's where that extra set of rhinestones came from, because you got to remember, we copied it and we pasted it onto page 2. So now let's save our work. Alright, let's go back to page 1. And this is ready. It is ready to either be cut in multiple colors of vinyl, hence the vinyl group, So when you drag it into the what is it called? Design space. Drag it into design space or drag it into Silhouette Studio. Then you have your vinyl group that will break this vinyl group up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colors. But it will come out gorgeous once you cut out all 8 colors and piece them 9 colors because the eyes are green. So, but for your DTF sublimation, all you have to do is print out this image, this size, and then press it into the shirt, and then cut out your rhinestone template, brush the according colors into the sections that they need to go. So right here, as you can see, you'll brush in blue right here in the those look like the mouthpieces. Let me see here. Hold on. Wait a minute. What pieces are those? Okay, so those are the shoe pieces right here. These pieces right here. This group right here. Here's the hands. Here's the legs and the body and the skin. Right here is the rest of the shoe. And actually, I need to get this piece here. So the skin, his inside skin is not represented. I need to get that part. Stay tuned for part 2 when I add this piece into here so that it all fits onto one template, so we can brush the stones into the areas that they go. And then after we brush the stones in, pick them up, we'll just cut each section apart and place it where it goes on top of the vinyl group or the DTF sublimation image. Until we meet again, and I'm out.